Hi everyone, welcome back. Alright, so this is the continuation of our landing page website, right? Okay, so where we are in the last video was we have completed like from this much, okay, and today we are going to do this contact section and then footer, right? Okay, so let me show you first how much we did it and then we will continue with that. Alright, so if you learn something from this videos, then please subscribe. Okay, yeah. Alright, so as you can see here, we have completed this much, right? So it looks pretty good. Now the next part is we have this contact us page. Okay, so now let's start building. So here I'm going to, in my HTML, first I'm going to do the comment here. So this will be my contact section. Okay, and here I'm going to write, okay, so here I'm going to create a section and give the class name contact section like this. Alright, now inside this we have this header that we call it as a main header, right? We have created that, so I'm going to copy from above and put it inside like this, and I'm going to copy this text and use it here, and the same thing for my paragraph. So let me do this. Alright, so here is our heading. Let's check whether it is there or not. Okay, it's taking a time. I guess my network is slow. Okay, so let's start from here directly. Okay, so as you can see here, we have this contact bottom. So what we need to do is we need to create this section form, and as you can see here, we have in left hand side we have a form, and in right hand side we have an image. Okay, so let's build this. So I'm going to create a form, and right now I'm not going to add any action. Okay, and here inside a form I need two sections, right? So inside form we have two sections. So let's do one thing. Instead of putting inside the form, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it and create one div contact, and inside this I'm going to put a form, and then I have this image. Okay, so let me download this image, or maybe I have saved this image. Okay, no, not here. So let me download this image. So if I go here like this, and if let me preview this image. Okay, so you can see here we have the half image and half is empty. Okay, so what we are going to do for is, let me show you, we are going to crop the image. Okay, because we just need one, otherwise we need to use a minus to move to the right hand side. Okay, okay, so why it's not downloading? Let me download it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, first move to this here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with this radio buttons. So here inside this I'm going to use radio. Okay, radio section. Now we have a label. Okay, so the first label was say hi. Okay, and I'm going to write it down like this, say hi, and then I'm going to write the input and colon radio. Okay, so the ID is say hi. Okay, so that means we need to give the same ID and for the radio buttons. Okay, now let me do one thing. Let me put it in a div. Okay, like I guess image is downloaded, so let me move this image in my folder. Okay, here, and I'm going to change the name contact bg. Okay, and let me show you what I mean is, see, this is a full image, but we need to show the half. Okay, so I'm going to edit this image and crop it, so we don't have to use negative thing. Okay, so I'm crop it like this, and that's it. So we have the half image. Okay, okay, wait a second. Okay, I guess we already have that image in my tag. Okay, that's fine. So let me delete one of them. Okay, we have the contact BG. Okay, that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that radio buttons in a single, or let me do one thing. Instead of writing say hi here, I'm going to put my index inside this, and here will be my say hi, and here is my input. Okay, so it looks good, and let me do it for this. So we have the next one. What we have? We have get a quote, right? Is it QUOTE? Okay, Q. Okay, what's the spelling? QUOTE. Okay, QUOTE, and here I'm going to give QUOTE. Okay, and give the same ID. All right, now let's see here. If I go here and if I click say hi, it will select this, and if I click say this, okay, the both are selecting the same. Why? I guess we need to give the name. Okay, that means I forgot, my bad. Okay, let's see here. Okay, if it is work or not, let's see. Yeah, it's been a very long time to use a radio button. Okay, again they're the same thing. What's happening? Let me check in the internet then. Okay, don't waste time. Radio button in HTML. See, even I forgot these things. So these are the small things, but yeah, I forgot. Okay, why my internet is not working? There is a issue with my internet today. Okay, so let me reconnect my internet. Okay, so let me do one thing here. Let's create the next part. Until that, so we have completed the radio buttons. Okay, now we need to go with the name. So I'm going to create a single div for that, or we can do it like this. Now instead of giving the name, I'm going to give the name a label. Alright, and I'm going to use name, and inside this I'm going to use, okay, this is a text and placeholder name. So what will happen if I use like this is, if I click on the name, okay, nothing will happen. Yeah, that's fine then. Okay, why my internet is not working? Let me check. Okay, so let me reconnect it and see. I guess this will work. I don't know who's not able to do this. Okay, yeah, it's working. So let me refresh, and yeah, let's complete this one. Then we have the email. Okay, so I'm going to create a label, label label, and this is for email. All right, yeah, this is for email, and I'm going to use input and use my placeholder, and this one is email. Okay, and then next one is we have a text area. So again I'm going to use label, and for label name I'm going to write down the message. Alright, and here is span. What's the name? Okay, message. And if you can see here, we have this extra like what we call it as asterisk, right? So what I'm going to do, okay, I have missed here an email. So email, so for that I'm going to use SEOP tag. Okay, so it will be above. So similarly here message, I'm going to use SPU and write the star, and here I'm going to use text area, and for right now I'm not going to give any ID and name. So that's it. And if I see there, as you can see, we have everything. All right, okay, let's see for the radio button. Okay, so how it is working. So what we need to keep in that is, let me check. So ID here is HTML, and for, okay, So here input, so input ID will be same as 4. No, okay, wait. So what's the same different thing here? Name. Okay, input name. Okay, everything will be the same here. Okay, I got it. For the input, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use radio btn. Okay, let me do it, btn name, and this is also the same, radio btn. So if I go here, if I click this and if I click this, yeah, now it's working. So we have to give the same name. Okay, that's fine. All right, now let's close this. Okay, so we have one button as well, right, after the message. So we have the button. Okay, and what is this button? This is a fill button, right? So I'm going to write down fill and give send message. Okay, and I have the image. Okay, why is this? All right, image. Then we have contact.bg, and I'm not going to use this right now. Okay, let's check how it looks. Okay, all right, so yeah, I got it. There is a mistake like this. Okay, so we have the image, we have everything here, but the thing is we need to style. So let me do one thing first. Let me format this properly. Okay, now let's start with this contact section. So here I'm going to use contact section. All right, and here let's see the design. So what we have, okay, we have from bottom 140 pixel. So what I'm going to do, margin bottom 140 pixel. Okay, now let's see the design. So we are going to give this gray color, right? Yeah, and let me check the padding. So the from top it is 60 pixel and from right it is 100 pixel. So this is for the contact. So I'm going to use contact section dot contact padding top and bottom 60 pixel and left and right, that will be our 100 pixels. Let me save the HTML and let me give the background color as well. So background color is, what's the background color? Gray, and border radius will be our 45 pixel, right? Okay, it looks good to me. Now inside contact we have two sections. First one is form, second one is image. Okay, so for that I am going to use display flex and then justify content space between. Alright, now you can see here we have the space from right, but in our design we don't have the space from right. Okay, so for this we need to change something. So for top 60, okay, and for right we need a 0, and from bottom we need 60, and for left we need 100, like this. So if you can see here, now it's perfect, right? Yeah, it's pretty much good to me. Alright, so next thing, what we have next? So inside contact we have a form. So let me do it. Contact, okay, contact section, then we have contact, then we have form, display flex, then flex direction column. Yeah, it is good. Okay, and for everything we need to give, for every label we have to give, what we have to give, we have to give what is this called, flex. So it will be go down, okay, after the name, not similar to the name. But for radio button we also have the label, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the class name. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, see here, So for this I'm going to use class name, and for this I'm going to use email, and for this I'm going to use message. Alright, now I'm going to select all at the same time. Okay, and here I'm going to use like this name, then we have an email, then we have message, then we need to select display flex and flex direction column. Let me save it both, and as you can see it looks good, right? Yeah. So next part, let's design the radio button. So in radio button we have, how much is the gap? 40 pixel. So here I am going to give radio padding bottom 40 pixel. Okay, and one more thing, let's see here. Yeah, we have to give the gap between these two as well. So if we go there and check the radio, right, this one, so display flex and gap will be 40 pixel. Okay, let's check, it is 40. No, it's not 40, it's 35 pixels. Okay, so if I check here, it is good, but there is a problem, I guess. First we have checkbox, then we have the name, right? But in our case it is opposite. So let me do it like this, and let me cut it and paste it here. Okay, so now it's perfect, right? Okay, so how we can give the inner color green or something, like green? So for that, I guess there is one property, I don't remember it, like what is the property? Okay, well, let's check. Radio button checked color. Okay, so if I search in my Stack Overflow, there's a single line of property. Okay, yeah, I don't remember it now. Yeah, this one, accent color. Okay, so if I go here, okay, let me do one thing, let me use it like this and inside input, what I want a type radio and put it like this, and then accent, not a line item, accent color, just give it a green. If I go here, yes, it's working fine. Okay, now let's style this form. Okay, so I'm going to style the form according to this. So for that, what I need is, okay, let me see one more thing. So this, inside this we have to do one more thing. I need a gap at least 5 pixel, I guess, from this name to this box. How much is the gap? 5 pixel? Yeah, it's 5 pixel, that's right. Now let's design this input. Okay, so we don't need to design this input, we just need to design this one. Okay, so again I'm going to do this, and there is a thing why I'm doing this. So here I can do it like this, input type, or let's do one thing here directly inside form. Instead of using all this, I can use like this. Okay, so first one we have a text, then the next one we have, what we have, we don't have an input, we have text area, Or we can do one thing, we are not going to use text area right now. Okay, we are put it in down. Let me comment that out for now. So yeah, input type text. What we need a border 1 pixel solid and the color will be black, and I am going to give border radius. Let's check the border radius from here. So what will be a 14 pixel? So the border radius is 14 pixel, and let's check the padding from this. So what's the padding here? So 30 pixel, right? So padding is top and bottom 0, left and right 30, and I'm going to give the height. Okay, so the height here is, what's the height? 59 pixel, and let's check this thing. Okay, it's small. Okay, one more thing, we need to give this. Okay, so for that I'm going to use outline, and that will be none, and we need to give the space from this name and email and messages as well. So what's the gap? 25 pixel. So I guess we can do it from here. No, yeah, we can do it. No, we can't do it like this. Okay, so what we can do here is outline, and let me do it. What we can do here, okay, so let's do this padding bottom 25 pixel. Okay, no, it's not. We need a margin, not a padding. Yeah, now it's fine. And we need to increase the width as well for every input. So here the width will be 100%. Okay, so why it is not 100%? Because it will take this image as well, right? So what we are going to do here is we are going to do this form with not 50, sorry, 6. Let's do it for 60%. Yeah, it is look like this. So I'm going to give 50%. Okay, yeah, now it's good. All right, so yeah, it looks good to me. Or we can reduce it to 40%. Okay, now it's good. Now let's style the text area. So we have this commented out. So I guess most of the property will be the same here. Okay, so I'm going to put it here like this, and as you can see we have the same property. So this, for text area, I need 30 pixel from top, bottom and left everywhere. Okay, and the width will be your 100%. And one more thing, outline none. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the height of this text area. So if I see the height, it is 190. So let me do it, height 190 pixel, and margin bottom. So there will be a margin from this to this, that will be our 40 pixel, right? Okay, it looks good, right? Yeah, it looks good to me. And one more thing, this button, say it button takes complete width, and it is not taking complete width. Why? Let's check out this. So if I go here and width will be 100, yeah, why it is not taking this 100%? Why? Okay, so here is a label. Alright, and this width is not available for this, and we have this, wait a second. Okay, so the form is just this much. Why width 40? Okay, so the form width is 40%, and the image is too much. So instead of 40, let's try 50, but still the button is not properly aligned. So button is aligned according to the form, not according to the. Okay, let me do one thing. If I do here, it is overlapping like this. By though it looks good, but yeah. Okay, so what's the problem here? So here we have okay, so for this image, suppose we have this 50%, then we need to give the image also as 50%. Okay, so let's me do this. And in the contact we have image, and that width will be our 60%, or we can reduce it to 40%. Okay, yeah, and if I scroll down like this, at this point it not looks good to me, and I'm still curious about this button. So why it is working like this? So why it is happening like that? So we have what we have given here. Padding is perfect. If I hover it, so we have some gap between these two. So where is that gap coming from? Space between, and if I click here, yeah, it's not going to work like that. So for form, if I remove this, it will look like this, and it is okay. Why it is taking so much thing? No, it's not a solution. So here we have the image, we have the form, and what is the height and width of that thing? This, then why it is overlapping? What is overlapping here? See, even okay, so even the span is fine, and this is okay. Wait a second. Why is span taking this much of width? Okay, so there is a problem. Label, I guess, yeah. Display block. Yeah, no. Okay, again it is taking this much. Alright. So I'm getting confused here right now. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's do one thing. Actually, I am not even feeling well today. So let's complete this with responsiveness, and then we will check it in the next session. Okay. Yeah. So here at this point, I just want to hide that image because I don't like this image. Okay, so here if I remove this image and increase the width to 100%, okay, and there is a padding of 30-60%, right? So we need to use calcs for that. Okay, so let me check this. 790. Okay, so if I go down and check responsive, okay, and then use media, maximum width 780 pixel. Okay, so at 780 pixel, what I need, I don't want this image. And one more thing, let me use this. And what's the padding here? 60. So top and bottom 60, left and right, top, bottom, left, yeah, 60. Okay, so I have to give it like this. And here, okay, wait a second, I don't want to show this image. Okay, and here I am going to use cals 100% minus 120 pixel. Okay. Why it's not working? Okay, there is a mistake in media query. Alright, now it's working properly, right? Okay, so at this point what I need, I am not going to give that padding to this one. So what's the thing? Main content, right? It is getting this padding from here. So let me remove that thing. So where is that padding coming from? So the padding is coming from here, and I'm going to use this, and the padding will be just a 10 pixel for me. Okay, and okay, wait, 10 pixel not looks good. So top and bottom 10 pixel, 30 pixel. Okay, so yeah, 30 pixel looks good. And okay, wait a second. If we have this, then we can reduce the size to 60 pixel. Okay, yeah, see here, that's perfect. Now we have this. Yeah, all right, so almost everything is fine here. Okay, all right, so what's the next thing we have? We have a footer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so that's it for this video right now. Okay, because there's a problem, not feeling well. So what we are going to do is, we are going to check this button problem in the next video, and it will take a time. Okay, then after that we are going to complete this footer. Okay, and then we are also going to complete this menu, like mobile navigation, using a JavaScript. Okay, so in the next video we are going to cover these three things. Okay, all right, so for now that's it. Okay, then see you in the next video. Bye bye.